So as you can see, I just have a bunch of die cuts here, and we are going to do some projects, some cards together. You know I love layers, but I always admire more of the clean and simple, what they're called, cast, clean and simple cards. Some of them are not that simple, but clean look to the cards. And I've been kind of obsessed with rainbows lately. I see them everywhere and it just makes you happy. Just, you know, it doesn't have to be realistic colors the way they go, but it's just fun. So we have this amazing die that's called Stitched Rainbow. And as you can see, I die cut it from 4 different colors. And these papers, I know sometimes you guys ask what papers I use. I wanted to get some papers that go together like that, and I didn't have any in my craft stash. So in a pinch, I ran to Michael's. I have not been in Michael's for, I don't know, many years for some reason. I guess I didn't really need anything from there. But this is the paper that I got. It has gold cardstock and these 4 colors all together in one packet, 65-pound paper. I don't know what they call it, paper flowers. And then I also got gold cardstock, the pack of the gold cardstock. You see all of the gold die cuts here. You can just get this pack and use the gold from here, but this one is a little bit brighter, so I grabbed that one as well. So the thing about our die is when you die cut it, as you can see, all of these pieces are staying together. They are connected on the bottoms. So when you die cut, you don't have just a bunch of pieces laying around. You can just have white and color it with Copic markers or watercolors. So that would be really pretty. But as you see, I die cut them from 4 different colors. And I'm going to go ahead and cut them apart. Just going to snap little piece, little like tab on the bottom right here. And on the other side. And I assembled some already. As you can see, I have 1 assembled. I actually have 3 more behind me on my chair, but I wanted to put together at least 1 with you so you can see how easy it is. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to separate them and separate them by the sizes. So I have 7 piles of different sizes. So now when I'm cutting the next one, I can just keep on adding them on. Oh, what I did here, hold on. I had to turn the volume on. I was just like looking at why nobody's commenting, and then I realized that I didn't have my screen on right, and you guys all there having a conversation. Let me see what I missed. Sarah, you've been wanting to use this die? No paper, Patricia said. Yeah, I know, right? I kind of have the same colors that I use a lot, so I stack up on those. But when I need something like more specific, then I have to go out of my way to find it. So I'm separating this one here. And I have 2 more to go. Tammy, you're saying you're seeing things here in the videos you haven't seen on our website. See, these are the dies that are actually been released a while ago, but I just love, you know, we rarely discontinue, especially the dies, because you can mix and match. Even when we come up with the new releases, I still combine it with the older ones. So go like this, and 1 more. I know on the screen it's kind of hard to see that these are actually different colors. So this one is more turquoise and this one has more of the green hue to it. So this is not exactly the same. And I love it because it's a little bit muted, but it's from the same pack. They put the colors together and they work just so well. I just love it. So this is my last one here. And the stitching, yes, Priscilla, stitching just adds really nice element. And if you've been with us for a while, our very first die is from, 9-10 years ago. They all had stitching. We start with the stitching right away. Okay, so there's 2 ways you can do it. You can, as I said, use the white one as a base. What I'm going to do first, so it's holding on the sides, but it's a little bit, separated in the middle here, and I want it to stay together. So I'm going to grab double-sided tape and just tape it on the back in a couple of places. Linda, the rainbow die is called Stitched Rainbow Die. Angela, you're here. I see you're here. Can you please go back into that group and grab my write-up for this project from there to post it in the comments? And then after I'm done with the tutorial, I'll copy it and paste it into the video description, since Facebook is not playing nice, super nice today. I mean, it's been pretty good, so I don't want to jinx it, so let me knock on the wood. So that's a little inconvenience we can all deal with. Okay, so now I have 2 of them like this, and I'm going to start gluing. I'm going to use, this one skipped. I'm going to use Dries Clear by Art Glitter, and I'm going to assemble. Am I off the screen? Let me push everything higher just a bit so you can see better. Here you go. So I'm going to put the glue on the bottom part on both of them. The glue will stay wet for the time I need it. And then I'm going to start with the pink one on this. So just gonna line up over, and I'll do turquoise one on here. Cute. And then I'm going to continue and add, now I'm going to add orange here. Cheryl, you got my project info? Okay, great. Thank you so much, Cheryl. And then I'll add, oops, I forgot to put the glue here. So you can do 2 at a time. And then I'll add this green color next to that. And you can, I wouldn't do 4 of them together. Basically, if you die cut from each color, from these 4 colors, you're gonna get 4 rainbows. I wouldn't be gluing 4 of them at the same time, because I'm afraid the glue will dry, but definitely 2 at a time works. And with the liquid glue, if you're not straight, it gives you time to pull it a little bit if you need to. And you can mix and match the colors. Cute. You can skip one if you like to. You can do it like this. Well, no, the bigger one. You can skip some, right? And you can just make it more 3-dimensional by skipping some. But I'm just gonna go and continue with the whole thing here. Again, this is stitched rainbow die. Okay, so here is the green for this. Just pull it to line it up. And I'll show you guys what I'm using. You see all of the other things here, we're gonna use all of this. And I'll use pink on here. No, that's not the right size. Did get confused a little bit. What happened? Okay, they just got mixed up a little bit, but nothing I can't deal with. It's just paper. I'll tell that paper who's the boss. Mary saying fun paper piecing activity. For sure, you can just, they cut a bunch of this. You can put them in different containers so they're not getting mixed up like I'm having it here. So, okay, so I'm gonna go with the pink. Going to go with the pink next here. So I got my 4 lines, so then now I'm going to repeat the colors. So here I need my turquoise. If you hear the sound, our neighbors on the house on the back are having a barbecue party. So they're enjoying their summer, or is it not summer yet? Springtime. Okay, so next orange on this. And what's my next here? Green. One more, you guys, and then I'll show you other things I wanted to do. But I wanted to show you how to put this together, how fun and easy this is. And of course, you don't have to use the base. You can just start gluing them directly onto your layer. So now I'm gonna use turquoise actually here. I like turquoise on the outside, and I'll use orange or pink. Which one should I use? I think I'll go with pink here. Just pull it a little bit. Aren't this pretty? So you can see you can do different color combination just with 4 die cutting 4 times. You can do that. And of course you can just start on the card and you can line them up next to each other, or you can even do, you can offset and let me see if you can see better. So you can just start gluing all together, or you can miss a couple there and just make it. Doesn't even have to be even, it can be more whimsical. So really, really cute. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side and show you what I had in mind here. So my cards, we're going to make 2 cards, and my cards are going to be pretty large to accommodate our rainbows. So my card base is 7 by 11, and I scored it at 5.5. So it's a nice size card. If you need to make cards when you need to write it a lot in it, or just sometimes it's nice to have a large card. It's just nice to hold it. And then I have my gold cardstock 5 by 6.5. And this is the same cardstock I die cut those layers. And then I have another one of the white cardstock, and this one is 4 3/4 by 6 1/4. So now on the inside I can do the same, and the same layers on the inside. The first thing I'm going to do on the front, on the white front layer, I'm going to use my scoring board, and I'm going to turn my layer upside down and give it 1/8 of an inch frame. And this is the detail that I love. Why did I skip that? I love adding to my cards, especially if there's not enough layers, if there are only 2 layers. This kind of gives more of the layer or more of the finished effect, and I just love how that looks. Kind of dresses up the project more. So you can see now it looks like it's been embossed, and that would go onto my gold layer. And here's what I am going to do with all of my little rainbows, or not so little rainbows, I'm using quite a few dies here. So this is our nested hearts die, and I removed the two from the center, and I left it as a frame. Of course, you can you know, I have an older set when it's all separated, and there's nothing wrong with it. You can just put them together like this when you're die cutting, or you can die cut from the larger one first and then put the smaller one on the inside and to create the frame. So this is the frame like this, and I die cut it from gold cardstock and from the black cardstock. In this instance, for some reason, for this card, I decided I'm not gonna use chipboard like I usually do to layer my die cuts, but it just needed a little bit of the layer to make it a little, just tiny bit thicker to stand out on my card, so I'm using that. And then it gave me two more hearts that I die cut that came out from the inside, so those I can use on the inside of the card if I decide to. Then I have double stitched stars, and again I removed the two right here, but before I removed it, I want to show you, if you die cut it just like this, first of all, look at all of this pretty stitching. You can use the star just like so on some of the projects, or you can separate it, and look, this gives you 3 frames, or 2 you can use as frames. Even on scrapbook pages, you know, you can put photos on the inside. Look how pretty that is. And there is another one, the smaller one, and then just the heart, just the star. So this gives you this many options. And of course, you don't have to make the frames, right? So if I'm to remove this one, I'm going to have all of the solid ones. Like right here, when I die cut this, I have this solid one. So if I separate the 2 of that, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 of the solid stars. So this is the other die that I'm using. So I want to show you why I decided to make these frames. I'm going to use my stars, and I'm going to thread put my rainbow through like this, and look how gorgeous this is. Isn't it amazing? So this is clean and simple card, right? But look how pretty it is. I'm gonna glue them on a little later, but I just wanted to show you. Then I have the same, we can do the same with the heart. We can thread this through. I love this with the heart. Look how gorgeous that is. So the other thing that I die cut, and you can kind of see here, all kinds of words. And we have so many word dies, and I don't use them enough, but they are really gorgeous, if I can say so myself. And we have so many different designs that you can use the sets by themselves. So for instance, we have this happy birthday die, right? So happy birthday. That's pretty, right? But look, we can do something different too. So this is happy birthday die right here. But then we have a die that says make a wish. So we have make a wish. Where's my wish? Make a wish. So you can do it like this. You can do it with the star. I think that would be really pretty. Oh, look, you can even offset the stars. Like, I mean, like, I'm so obsessed with this rainbow right now, I can't even tell you. Do you get obsessed about certain things? And is it funny how sometimes, you know, you use something and then you stop using it for a while, but then you're back in love with it. So we have make a wish, but look what you can do. You can do, oh, okay, so there's more. I have to show you more. So make a wish, happy birthday. We have you and me. I'm going to show you everything because I'm going to combine them, and I want to show you what I'm doing here. Oh, that's right. Kim is saying that it would be a great sympathy card for someone who lost a pet. Yes, you can add those. You remember those clouds that I was using earlier? So you can add some clouds here, and that would be really, really pretty. For sure. That's a great idea. So we have the one that says you and me, and we have the one that says love always. I think I left the die there, but there is love always words. Love always. And then we have the one that says fabulous. So, oh, and I also have I call it alphabet soup. See all these little letters? So all these little letters are from 2 different dies. So this is small photo die, and it comes with 3 sentiments. Hello, BFF, and smile. And then I have the linked squares die, and I'm gonna use it too. I have it behind me. I'm gonna pull it right now. So this looks really, really pretty. So linked squares die comes with 3 different sentiments as well. And this one comes with, I'm trying to talk louder than my neighbors. This one comes with miss you, thank you, and hi friend. So I die cut different words, so I have so many different letters laying right here for me. So what we can do is, so these 2 dice, make a wish and happy birthday, can be used on their own, right? So you can just have them with your stars or with your heart, with the rainbow, and you can just do this. Make a wish with the star almost sounds like something from Disney, doesn't it? From Disneyland, make a wish. But what I was thinking we can also do, you can do wish, and you can take you from you and me, so we can have wish you, right? Is that fun? And see how the font is almost the same, so you can mix and match. So we can have wish you, and then on the inside, I have this die cut, but I'll show you later. On the inside, you say wish you a, because we have make a wish, right? So we can say wish you a happy birthday. How fun! So you can mix and match your dice to make more things. If you have any other ideas while I'm doing this for other combinations with the words, let me know. But what I have here, so what I have here, what I started here, if we let me put this down, from love always, I'm using always, going to put this, look for, I'm using always, and you can just line them up with the black cardstock, you can offset. And then from my alphabet soup here, I fished out B and E, and then I'm using you from you and me, always be you. Is this cool? Are you guys loving it? Or am I the only one excited? Isn't it awesome? Look, this is the gorgeous card, always be you. I mean, this is just like, this is so awesome. Okay, so then I have here, let me see, let me put this aside carefully. So here I have, I'm going to use the star with my rainbow thread. And as you can see, I already have you from you and me. And then I have R. And there is no R. I was actually surprised there was no R. With all of these six different sentiments in this little dice, there was no R. So what I did, clever me, I took an N and I trimmed it to make an R. You guys see it was N going all the way down? So I just cut this off and I got a letter R, and we can do U, R, Fabulous. Is this cool? We can put another U. I think I need the black U under this. I think it makes difference. Is this great? I love it. Okay, so now for the card with the linked squares, I actually cut my rainbow apart. And this was my first time kind of doing the prototype. So next time I do it, I might, spend a little bit more time and be a little bit more careful. I need my card going the wrong way. Okay, here you go. No, still wrong way. What happened? So here I have my squares and I cut my rainbow apart. I kind of measured, I used a pencil and measured where the die goes and then trimmed it over, and then I can just line them up. So it's a little different, but still looks really, really cool. And here we can do love, and then I have love is. So these are the small letters, love is, and what is love? And then on the inside, so love is, and then on the inside, we can put the heart that we have from the previous one. Do you guys still see it? Let me put it here so we can see. And then you can do love is you and me. And you can use the black ones here, or if you want to line them up, it actually, like if you offset it a little bit, it gives a little bit of the shadow and looks really cool there too. Do I have another U, or did I not cut, did I cut enough of U? Oh, no, that's another me. Okay, so let me grab U from another card for now. So we have love is you and me. So that would make really cool, like an anniversary card, or just to tell somebody you love them at any time, right? Because we don't need to wait for anniversaries. Isn't that pretty? Love is you and me. And you can, I did the squares here, but you can do that with the, of course, with the heart if you prefer that. But these are my ideas. Should we put it together? Cards galore for sure, Mary, thank you. So then on the inside, on one of them, I used the double stitched chevrons. Let me glue something. I have too many layers laying around. I'll do this one here. We'll just complete at least one, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and glue these two layers together. Thank you, Dina. And for the front layer, you can either put it flat like this, or you can, let me see, let me add some foam. I love putting foam under my layer. So this is, I buy this in bulk because I use it so much. So this is just the foam, this is from Deriz, and it's in 3mm, I believe. Does it say anywhere? It used to say somewhere. I believe this is 3mm. Oh, right here in the green little circle, 3mm. And I'm going to cut it to the size of my white cardstock. So that was 5 by 6.5. So I'm going to just step to my cutter really quick. No, that was so it's 6.25 by 4.75. Got it a little bit too wide. I don't want it to show. So I'm going to add some glue on the back here. Thank you. I'm glad you guys think this is fun. This is kind of different from what I usually do, but I thought we've had so many tutorials today and I just wanted to do something a little different. And then I'll add some glue on here, kind of being careful that I don't go too much on the outside. And I think this makes a huge difference versus having it flat. So now let me glue my hearts here. So all of these products are on our website. If you decide to shop, you can use remember your coupon code is May 2021. After the tutorial, I'll post the links on the video description, but for now you can scroll through the comments. Cheryl posted them somewhere, or you can just go on website and search. Just put things into the search button. The search, there's like a magnifying glass thing there. Okay, so I'm not gonna glue it right now because I want to make sure I have enough room for my words. I might need to push it up or down. So I'm going to glue my letters first. I love this gold cardstock because it's not metallic on both sides, and sometimes it's not that good because you can only use one side anyways at the time, right? Unless you're making some kind of special project. But here it has kind of like craft on the back, so it's not shiny. And I'm going to just glue this on top. I'm not going to offset it. And then I have my always be, and we're gonna do always be you. We can also do always be fabulous, right? You can always do that. Always be fabulous. That will work too. But I'm going to do, on this card, I'm gonna do always be you. So I'm going to glue my you together. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon's saying the dies are good quality. Thank you so much. As you know, I'm a crafter too, so the quality is very important to me. So the U together like this. And for B, I'm not going to line them up. I'm just going to let them be. I'm going to let this B be. Okay, always. I'm going to fiddle, like Cheryl was saying. Fiddling is the part of this, just seeing where things line up to my liking. I think this looks pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and glue my letters on first because I don't want to start moving things around. I think this is a good position right here. Got a little glue collected there, so just clean this up. And just a tiny bit of glue. And the glue I'm using is by Art Glitter. It's called Dries Clear. Carol is asking if these are the new dies. These are not new dies. These are in fact kind of older dies that we're using. Well, some are newer dies. The linked squares is the newer die. The small photo frame was released last year during Christmas. But Fabulous, Make-A-Wish, Happy Birthday, You and Me, Love Always, those are older dies. The Heart is also older die, and so is the double stitched stars. So this event, as you can see, we wanted to show you that the products are, you know, what you have in your stash, especially for those of you who've been with us with La La Land Crafts for a long time, you can pull them out, and there's still so many different uses that we can find for the older products. This was kind of one of the goals for this event. And honestly, I'm just having so much fun with it. Like, I was die cutting this and playing and trying to figure out different words and different phrases combinations. And as I said, if you guys come up with something with the words I'm using, I would love to hear it, because it's just so much fun. And you can just stretch your dies, right? So you can do more things with it. Okay, where was it? About right here. Look how gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to have this, and I think I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive right here to hold my rainbow in place on this side. Did I want it a little higher? And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Thank you, Barbara. Yes, Jackie, I'll show again. Yeah, I did go to Michael's to get it. This is the gold cardstock that I'm using by Recollections, and it's foiled cardstock. You'll see they have a bunch of different colors. And I actually saw Rosa using this. I don't know if she's using this color, but using gold cardstock layering on her albums. And then I saw Martha was using it, so I was like, okay, if Rosa and Martha are using it, it's about time I get some for myself to try. And then the papers, for those of you coming later, Jackie, the paper that I used on the rainbow is this paper pack called Paper Flowers. And it comes with also with gold, but it's like a darker color gold. Carol is asking if the paper is pretty thick. It's not thick. It's 65 pounds, and I usually don't use 65-pound cardstock. I would like 80-pound cardstock is the one that I usually go for. But for die cutting things like that, for even the gold, it's only 65, but it's nice for layering. And as you can see with the die cutting, it works really nice as well. So it's not too thick, but it's not too thin, if that makes sense. Okay, so here you go. And we can line this up. I'm just gonna hold it a little bit. And this rainbow, you know how we layered it? It has 2 layers, and our heart has 2 layers backed with the black. It just feels and just looks really, really nice. It's just gorgeous card. I mean, I know I designed it, but just by looking at it, I'm not giving myself praises, I'm giving the card praises. So I think it's just a gorgeous card. Okay, so for the inside, I have 2 options for you. So option number 1, I have die cut the double stitch chevrons out of the white layer. Carol would like to see the rainbow die. The rainbow die looks like this, so it's called stitched rainbow. And when you die cut it, it doesn't come apart. It has little tabs on both sides, so you can keep it together like this. You can color it, or you can just snap it and separate it. So to make the pocket out of this, you can put some notes and things like that, and you can also put the gift card. I'm going to add double-sided tape on the bottom, just so it's a little stronger. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy's saying that the gold sets the rainbow off. Yeah, it just looks so pretty with all of those colors. So let's see if I can. No, this side is a little too close. So I'm going to use glue there, just a little bit too close. If I would have 1/8 of an inch, oh, I do have 1/8 of an inch tape. Look at me. So I'm going to add 1/8 of an inch right here. And then I'm going to leave this. I'm not going to put any glue here because this is our actual pocket, but I'm going to put tape on the top of this part. And then I'm just going to add the glue right here. So, oh, on the top, forgot on the top. And then I'll just put a little glue there. So I'm going to remove the backing. I love the double stitch die. It's just so nice. You can use it in your albums, in scrapbook pages. It creates a really nice effect for the places to tuck in things. And because it's double stitched, once you cut it, this piece comes out with the stitching, but it also leaves the stitching on the outside. Just grab this. And what I like to do, I like to put my card in before I put it on, and that just creates a little space there, and it's easier to put it in afterwards. So just make sure you are not on the tape when you're lining this up. So as you can see, oops, I said don't do it, and it moved a little bit. So as you can see, this created nice pocket right there. So that can be inside of our card. So this could make even a nice graduation card, right? Always be you. And you can just write, look how much space you have here for your message. So that's a good thing about the large cards. And then the chevron that came out, you can, if you like to, you can glue it on the back and just write your name and that you made the card, or if you have one of those stamps. And the second option that I have for you here is our horizontal pocket die. So we can also do the pocket on the inside. And this is this die right here, horizontal pocket. And it comes with the 2 labels. So I die cut my pocket from white cardstock. When you die cut it, it die cuts and gives you stitching here, and it also gives you the score lines. So then you simply fold it and you have a pocket. And I die cut larger label from gold and the smaller label from white cardstock. So I'm just going to glue this together. And then I'm going to use tape, I think, for my pocket. I can open this up while I'm attaching the tape because it's easier to do. And then we can remove the tape and attach it. And I think I'm just going to put it in the center, kind of right here. So it's the same distance on the sides and on the bottom. And of course you can add more things on the inside if you like to, you can embellish it more. But since our front is kind of clean there, I'm not gonna do much more on the inside. I think just keeping it clean looks good. And then on the labels, you can center them, or you can offset them. I think I'm going to offset them to the side just for fun of it. And then in this space here, again, you can put a tag if you like to, or a note, or a gift card fits right here. This pocket was actually made for the gift card. And then you can write something on this label. And that can be inside of the card. Isn't it cool? So these are the options for the inside that I have for you. Anybody else have any ideas for the words? Mix and match words? No, we're gonna play, what's the game called? We're gonna have all different letters. We can line up and do different things. The other thing I actually kind of started here and didn't finish, but I wanted to show you anyways, because this is all crafty fun and I thought you might like to see it. This rainbow here I have from I made from purple colors, and I actually displaced that, you know, the paper that came with it, but it also from Michael's. Yes, Eric, thank you. Scrabble. I'm gonna play Scrabble with the letters. I'm gonna drop all of the letters and you guys can play Scrabble with me. This will be our pajama party. So after this, who is staying for the pajama party? So the purples are in the same paper pack like this, but it had 5 different purple colors, and I just lined them up on the cardstock instead of the base. So you can see how this was my purple rainbow. And then I'm using the, let me see here, before I start losing things. I'm using the small photo. So this guy here, right? And look how cute this looks on the inside, just a part of the rainbow. I think that looks really, really cute. So these cards are smaller. This is regular, whatever, A4 or what size of the card, whatever it's called. So this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored and half. So the card size is 4.25 by 5.5. And then I have my gold and I have my white layer. And on my white layer, I don't have this in the description, but I used our celebration layering stencil and I embossed it. This stencil, I've shown it, I have a YouTube video to show you how I do it. I actually just grabbed it from there, from one of the papers I was embossing. And look how cute this can look. So you can have it just white on white. I have the gold one here, and what I did on here, actually, I took the word smile that comes with this die, and I die cut it out of the frame. Cute. So now when I'm going to layer it like with 2 of the white ones because I wanted a little more dimension. So let me go ahead and glue it on. So I stop talking and start gluing. Less talking, more gluing. Where's my Marta? She would tell me. She would keep me on track here. Okay, so this goes onto the white. The purple and white, I love that combination too, Valerie. It's just so pretty. But it just, you know, kind of gives you an idea that the rainbow, we don't have to do it all the time in the like actual rainbow colors. It can still be rainbow in more of the like pastel colors or monochromatic, tone on tone. Just looks pretty. We just do what makes us happy, right? So then I can go ahead and glue the frame on top of my partial rainbow there. And I chose smile on here, but you can also use hello. So there's also hello that fits on here. It would be really pretty too. Isn't it adorable? And then I can, I die cut my little letters from purple cardstock too. Smile. And I'm going to, you can use it, you can leave it like this, right? The white looks good, it's showing through, it's good, looks good. But we can also inlay the letters back into the place where they were die cut from. So I'm going to add just a little bit of glue, just trying to be really careful and not go over my, did a little bit right there. Try not to go over my gold cardstock. Don't want any smudges, so you can take your time. And I'll use my pick. So I'll put the letters in. And I could have just glued them on top, but this just creates another effect. It looks more finished, I think. And it's easier to line up, right? Because we're just putting them right where they belong instead of trying to have a separate letters and making them straight. Of course, you don't have to make it straight, right? You can also do it like all different ways, random, and that looks good too. But look, that's pretty, right? See how they're inlaid? So it looks really finished. So this card can be just like that. Cute. Or we can have two of the frames. Thought I had another gold frame die cut. I don't, or I misplaced it. So we're just gonna go with it. So you can have, I'm sure I had another one. It's somewhere, it's here somewhere. So we can have it. You're going to have to imagine the gold on this one here, and you can offset them. So one is higher, one is lower. Is that pretty? I know I had it. Now it's gonna bug me. And then I was gonna do the gold from, this is our skyline border. So you can imagine if this would be gold around it, it would make more sense, but you just have to use your imagination on here since my other frame walked away. So that would be cute too, right? So you can do hello here or different BFF and fill this with something. I chose the buildings, I love them. And that looks really cute too. So I think this is all I have, all of the ideas I have so far for the rainbow and the war dice. But that gives you, I think, plenty options to play with. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Love to all. Bye-bye.